Hey guys, welcome back for more Project Zomboid. I got a lot of things to talk about today because the game experienced an update, and my current save for this file is trapped in this sort of Bill Murray-ish Groundhog Day limbo fucked up reality. So I can't actually use my belt holsters or any more than the back slot on my hotbar. But I really want to keep this save file going only because I managed to build this massive, awesome base in it, and I really want to see the thing come to full completion, and I really don't care if I have a belt for that matter. And who knows, maybe I'll manage to find one that spawned in right at some point throughout this playthrough. But, I think I'll go first into just a recap of everything that's happened since. Hey everybody, future ambiguous amphibian back again to give you a little progress update. I spent a few days reading books on carpentry and harvesting berries from the wilderness, and then I constructed the floors and roof for my new digs. It's coming along pretty well, but it took a lot of work and I lost tens of pounds while I was in the process. But I did make a sort of fence or perimeter or whatever you want to call it that I can now patrol during the day and night during rainstorms. The fruits of my labor came to full fruition when I got the radishes out of the ground and their seeds, so I can have a second harvest one day soon. Potatoes there too. And then in the very end, I'm so proud of this. I made a secret passage through between the log wall and the regular wall, so it both protects me, and it makes it feel more like a pirate ship, and I like that fact about it. You can run around in there and have some fun. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so let's catch up with our character, Walter Harris. Now, Walter has survived at this point for 3 months, 8 days, and 22 hours. He has killed 616 zombies, and his weight has dropped significantly. I'm 62 kilograms, which is very, very underweight. But if you get down to 35, that's only the time when you get emaciated, and you start to become, you start to take damage, which is terrible. If you don't eat enough food at any one time, so like you're starving in the moment, or if you just get too underweight, then you will take damage. But we're still pretty far from that. Even though that I've never lived off of plants for this long, looking out the window, or the door, I guess. It's definitely a door. You can see that I planted a lot of crops out there. I had radishes, and I harvested and ate them all because a lot of time has passed. Right now we've got potatoes still growing out there. I've pretty much spruced up the entire place, though, so let's just quickly do an overview of my new house. It's really become more like The Sims here than anything else. But the front, I cleared out all of the wood from the front, and even though I haven't really made a driveway yet, I kind of like it secret like this, you know, hidden in the bushes. But I do need to prevent trees from growing, so I'm gonna have to figure that out somehow. I would like to pave this area somehow. I don't think wood, I think like gravel or something in here. But we're a little ways away from that. I'm not too worried about the floor, and it kind of looks like one of those modern homes from the 70s where they had grass growing on the ground or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, our double wall is completed. I did manage to completely finish the wall over here, and our carpentry skill has really, really grown. We still have first aid to catch up, farming, and just a lot of various skills have increased. Nothing too significantly other than carpentry, but I'll keep you in the loop on that. So let's just go outside really quick too. My god, the rain looks gorgeous. Now this area is completely fenced in. I feel totally safe in here. There's a double wall, so I'll really have time if anybody comes to try to kill me. One thing I would like to do is to put a door somewhere in here so that I could, you know, get in and out of this hollow, actually, because there is, like, a passageway between the walls, and it's really ridiculously cozy in there, and I like this base because it's cozy. Anyway, let's go into the workshop over here. There's a lot of stuff in here. I just put it all on the ground, but I did do some organizing. I put all the recipe magazines onto one shelf. I put like industrial equipment over here, or like large bags of powder and things like that. Paints go on here, nails, two-handed tools, and tool repair, and so on and so forth. When you organize your base, you're gonna have a lot of stuff, so it just takes about a week to really organize everything. More crates for tree branches and other various crap I find over here. Just trying to put like with like. The kitchen, or some semblance of a kitchen. A lot of people were asking me about these water coolers. The water coolers they can't be refilled, as far as I know. But they do have a lot of water in them, so whenever I find one, I try to bring it back to my base, because it's got, someone told me it was 20 water bottles worth. I don't have the exact number down, but they do have quite a lot of water in them. And it seems like the rain's starting to pick up. And you can just pick them up whenever you see them somewhere in an environment. You just go over to the menu over here, pick up, and it has a weight of 5, so it's really not too heavy for the amount of water that you're getting. Let me see, what else? Car tools. I'm hoping to find more cars, except I don't have any gasoline right now. And now we're gonna go upstairs, because up here is a lot of construction. I'm hoping to get an office going here, except it's still not ceilinged. Just an entrance room. Armory over here. I have all of the armor and tools, but I do not have the furniture yet. I need one of those armory lockers. Over here, this is going to be I'm thinking an infirmary. Over here, I want to put, like, a display for clothes, if I could possibly find some mannequins, but that's going to be a little ways away. Library. Bedroom. Bathroom over here, and then I have no idea what this area is going to be. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking there'll be, like, a laundry room over here, though, if I could possibly figure out how to get that going. And then out here, just some sort of, like, lookout location. And while I'm up here, I might as well show a little overview of the entire base. Yeah, so, you know, it's not perfectly square, but I actually like that about it. One person had said, why isn't your base a square? But that was actually one of the redeeming qualities of it, I thought. Your care to you. Have your own opinion. Think for yourself. But I like this architecture a lot. I also had to cover up the downstairs with this walkway. Still haven't really fully fleshed out the third floor, but you can kind of see how the second floor has shaped it. And I'm thinking maybe 1, if not 2 rooms up here. No more, though. I don't want to overdo it on that. Anyway, let me see now. Okay, so it's very nice downstairs. It is actually safe down here. And I do have enough food out here in nature, strangely enough. I can just keep on harvesting potatoes, and I'll survive, though I don't really want to harvest too many of these, so I'm hoping that some survive after my massive harvest, because I have been putting away seeds. I've got a lot of radish seeds, radish seed patch, just tons of radishes mainly, and I've heard that potatoes grow in winter, even though I've done hardly any farming in the game. So I'm hoping that the potatoes bear seeds so that we can survive in the winter, because that does make it a lot easier. Anyway, I think I'm going to eat the rest of these potatoes, and then I'm kind of torn. Part of me wants to keep on working on the base, because I just need a lot more wood so that I can put ceilings onto that floor. Actually, I am going to need to completely ceiling this part. So now that I think of it, that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Or I could go back to civilization and get gasoline and food. Maybe a little bit of both, though. I think I'm going to start off with the ceilings, see how far that can take me, and then I might go back to civilization for today. Okay, there's something I've been wanting to show off about construction, and it kind of threw me off as I was putting this base together. All of which, I'll just add again, is based on a design I saw on Google Images. And I will link the base which I got the inspiration from down below, because it's pretty much a carbon copy of this base that I saw online and I really liked, and I want to make sure whoever did it gets credit. But there's an issue here. Now, I'm getting rendering as if I'm outside, and that's because I don't have door frames in here. If I completely wall in this room, or at least put door frames down, then I'll be considered inside. But right now, I should be, well, you'll see it when I finish this. But if I do this, 1 door frame here, plus another one here. Now it looks like I'm inside. The room is lit up. And I was having this problem downstairs until I completely walled in my, whatever you call it, the gate. I also needed to ceiling this entire section in order to get that to work. But if you are having that problem, that's why. Just kind of an interesting feature of construction. I don't really know. It's just how the game renders. I like it personally, and it makes it feel more homey when I am actually inside. Plus, it also makes the view outside look more, I don't know, stereoscopic or in perspective or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'm going to try to do that with the rest of these rooms just so that I actually feel like I'm indoors. A lot of it's look-feel right now, but, you know, it's going to be like that for a while when you're making a base. Well, I may like drinking water and eating raw potatoes just as much as the next guy, but it turns out that I'm out of nails, so I'm probably just going to leave this whole construction, aesthetic-like eating universe of misery in my base, and probably go back to civilization soon. I did finish off the floors for the second floor, or if you call them the floors for the third floor. Really, they're a roof, but since you can't build roofs, I built floors over this whole floor. So now I'm considered as being indoors, just about anywhere that you stand on this floor. And my favorite part, the old man study over here, is just about finished. Of course, it will need furniture and bookcases and other things to make me seem, old and in the way, but that's beside the point. Anyway, the rooftop is going to be pretty much as is. I'm going to put one more room up here just to block off this staircase, and also just sort of to, complete the whole topographical look of the base. I like it that this area kind of juts out over here. And I'm thinking of having like a lookout tower, maybe either in the back corner or in the front corner, somewhere around there. I could even put it up here, but that's not my style. I guess that's about it. It was kind of just boring flooring for today. But after that, we'll head back into civilization because I now weigh 61 kilograms, which I believe is about 130 to 140 pounds. I didn't check that, but, check me on that. Which is getting pretty light. I don't really like that because I think it means... I can't remember whether it actually affects carrying weight. I don't believe it affects carrying weight. It might affect strength in combat. It doesn't affect your, fitness or strength, but it might be knockback. Something about how, hardy you are. I don't remember exactly, forgive me, but... we need to undo that. So I'm going to go back into civilization. I need gasoline, and I need a lot of processed foods to get my weight up. And I'm also going to need nails because I'm down to only 71 nails left in my entire collection. And I'm probably going to need about, a couple hundred more to finish off the place because there's not that much left, but there's a lot of walls, and walls that require a little bit more work. So I think we'll go off to sleep. And now, how long has it been? Jesus. It took about 5 days for me to do that. Like I said, the construction, I don't know if I'd really do it again. I do it because okay, here we go. It's nice and sunny out now. I do it because I've never created a base as nice as Nomus's, and I've always been jealous of Nomus's bases, so... it's me getting back. No, he has really nice bases. I take a lot of inspiration from his stuff too. But okay, this base is nice. It will be even nicer. And then we'll go from there. Let's get that processed food though. Okay, here we go. These ones are ready to be harvested, and they've flowered, it seems. So I'm just going to harvest these now. Now, I don't know if they can make even more seeds if you wait longer, but I do get another 15 potato seeds, which is perfectly welcome. And I think I might wait for the rest of the seeds to flower in order to get their seeds. This is another good reason to go back into civilization, because potatoes are very filling. I don't know if they're really going to cause you to gain weight in the long term unless you eat a lot of them. But... we can do that, and I have pretty much the entire winter to cook which is one of the reasons I haven't been cooking at all. I don't want to spend too much time cooking when I could be using that time on, getting other things ready for the winter I won't even be able to do later on. Like, I got the stove. I can be warm now. I'll probably have to spend a lot of time, like, shivering in the kitchen come winter. Probably bypass a lot of that in the series, too, because it can be a little bit boring. Okay, I'm going to head back now. Okay, I've snuck into the gas station. Now, this place is great, and probably even better than a lot of the restaurants in town, because it has non-perishable foods. All of the foods in here are designed to last over long periods of time. Now, we can get a gas can, but unfortunately I won't be able to use the pumps because... And we gotta get out of here very fast. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use the pumps. Wow, there is a lot in here. I wasn't even prepared for quite this much. And the door is down, but 3 chips is worth... Okay, I'm out of here. Risky, but worth it. Now. Ooh, a key. Masterson Horizon key. Maybe it's Danny Masterson's car. No, here we go. Come on. Alright, well, it's out of gas. I could use this to get back to my car, though, and it would fulfill the goal of finding more cars, so maybe I'll do that. When I find gas for a car, I could ride in that one back to my base. But, okay, we have non-perishable foods. That's great. But we're gonna need gas, because I'm running out of gas, and we can't power the pumps. Well, we could if we got generators, and then we'd have an unlimited supply of gas, which would be nice. But I don't think I really need that. I might make a trip to, like, power a generator, or to power the pumps for a little while so that I could get a lot of gas, but I'm going to need to be a lot stronger before I do that, because when you power up a generator anywhere, they're going to come. Alright, actually, this is pretty much all that I wanted from my trip back to civilization. I'm just going to try to sneak now and find a car. Now, there should be a few over here, and this is a home goods store, but it looks like there's a lot of people on the other side. Let's just see. It seems as though they changed the fences, too. I kind of like this so that I can actually see what's on the other side of the fence, and I can't go over there. Very good memory in this. I always have to figure out which side's the driver's side door. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get this. Unpack that, and you gotta equip it primary. Will you please stop making noise? It's drawing them. Right, well, I merely got revenge on the one. It always seems like that there's one guy among the zombies who's like, "Hi, he's over here," and then the rest just follow suit. But all it took was that one, you know. Like I want to make another file where I have a character who's just really, really good with sneaking, and see if I can get rid of that. In fact, I've been thinking of just doing a whole separate series now. If this save completely bugs out. Then if that happens, I'll probably just make a character who's completely overpowered to test out some of the outer limits of the game. Alright, let's see if we can get this now. Alright, oh no, I was so hoping that you... See, that's why I like the new back option, because it can completely... And there's no gas in this car. Everything was riding on that. Is there any gas in this car? I just want to know there is gas in this car, so it's going to be worth risking my life for this car. Not... Well... Yeah, it will be. I don't know how much gas is in the car. I want that gas. Alright, let's lead them away, and then we'll come back and get the gas. We'll power up that Franklin value line, and then we'll make our way out. Okay, I'm siphoning the gasoline, and there's hardly any gasoline in the car. This begins to become the problem as time goes on. What I think I'm going to end up doing is to head back to my old base area, because I think that there was a generator in the small warehouse next to my base. Now, what I'm going to do with that generator is this. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to bring it to the gas pump. I'm going to quickly power up the gas pump, and I'm going to get a lot of gasoline out of the pump. and then I'm going to power it down, and I'm going to leave it there so that I could pretty much use it as a renewable gas source. I'll need to go over to it, but I won't have this awkward problem where I'm left without gas for days for a while. So my base is not too far away, and I'll try to just head over there, because I'm going to need a lot of that before I do this. It's going to be very, very complicated and annoying, but it's the only thing that's going to get me a lot of gas, which, I mean, gas is life in this. Practically. It's practically as good as food now that cars are in the game. Alright, I'm going to make a stop at the burger stand. Probably not going to have anything, but there's a chance that they might have sides of chips in the back. I was worried about this. Perishable foods. A rotten burger. Now, you can still eat these rotten foods. They just raise your boredom. You better have a lot of magazines ready if you're going to use them. But I did manage to find another packet of potato seeds, so I think I'll be okay. I'm not gonna be relying on these rotten foods, and I don't actually want to use the extra inventory space to carry them back. I'm gonna have enough on my shoulders when I have the. Oh wow, there's 2 more of you out there. I'm gonna have enough on my shoulders when I have that generator with me. So we'll still see if we can figure that out. Okay, I slept the night in my old base, which is now almost completely overgrown, and is really nice. I like the look of it. I've never seen this much development, because I don't think I've ever made it quite this long with a character, and at least in a long time. Now, I still wish that you could have saplings. I don't know of any saplings, but they should totally be in the game. I mean, imagine adding your own trees. That would be really nice. You could do all this landscaping, which your life kind of ends up becoming landscaping if you survive long enough. Anyway, we're looking around now. This is what I was looking for. Okay, where are you? Take generator. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to be incredibly slow when I have this in my hands. Yep, heavy load. Okay, very, very heavy load. I don't believe that you can do anything other than carry this in your hands. I've tried putting it in a backpack, so I'm just going to have to bring it with me. Do not operate. Why do not operate indoors? I didn't know about that. Ooh, I fell. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, always got. There we go. Didn't mean to do that. And I've got only a little bit of neck pain from sleeping in an exquisite chair. Now, I've made it this long, this far. I'm not going to get killed on the way back to the gas station. I'm not going to get killed. I probably won't get killed. I hope I don't get killed. Let's put all of these other things in the backpack. Oh, when you're moving, I forgot you can't... At certain times when you're moving, you can't transfer certain... Everything has changed. Now... The plan is this. Get back first to the car to refuel that. If I were smart, I would have waited for a car, but I'm a little bit impatient right now. I've been doing a lot of traveling. And I am pretty well rested, so I can be impatient if I want to be. Once I get back to that Franklin Value line, I'm going to throw the generator in the trunk. I'm going to gas up the car. I'm going to bring it back to my base. And then I'll probably do another run to get gasoline going, assuming that the hordes are bad. But if they're not bad, I could pretty much just gas up and bring everything back to the base. Okay, this is as I suspected it would be, so I do have a tail following me, so I'm not going to try to gas up right now, but I will put the generator on the ground. Why am I not bringing it back to my base? Well, that's because it's pretty much useless for me at this point to have power. It will just draw them in. Let me see. I can add gasoline. It's going to take me a minute, though. Thank God that they aren't closer, because otherwise I'd be in trouble. And this is the van, right? Let's just pray that this thing starts, but otherwise I will be okay. And I'm all right. All right, let's get here just a little bit further away. And I'm actually going to leave the key in the ignition right now. Let's take back out a thing of gas. Hopefully I can do this quickly enough. I don't think I have dexterous. This is one reason I really like dexterous, though. And we are in trouble now because there are 2. I'm not going to try to deal with them. I'm just going to run back around, add the gas, and then run. That's enough. Probably enough. I hope it's enough. We're getting back in the car either way. And please don't break the window. And we have just barely enough gas to get back to base. Okay, there we go. I'll probably stop somewhere along the way where it's a little bit quiet. Not here. This is the reason why. This is really the main reason why I'm living somewhere else, is because all the respawns just mean that you're pretty much in constant turmoil anywhere else you go. It's really, really nice to just not have to think about zombies pretty much at all at my base. Though there have been one or two that wandered. The cars flipped. And there we go. To my base. Alright, let's just get this thing back there in one piece. Jesus Christ. Okay. And it's quieter. And this is the reason why a little bit more forward planning probably would have saved me a lot of time and effort. Okay, now it's safe to gas up the car. Sometimes he does that animation. Just that, like, repulsed animation when he gets out of the car. Love it. Okay, there we go. Now we have 2 cars. We have 2 creepy vans. Let's get back. And that is plenty of gas. Okay, so this is probably going to be enough now to, 1, fuel the cars, and 2, power a generator, which is going to give us unlimited gas, and enough to go back and get hedges. I think hedges were really the ultimate goal here. Let's go get some of those. Okay, so this is exactly what I had wanted to happen. Let's see if this works. Connect generator. This is gonna take. Actually, this is gonna take me too long. What I want is this. I want to make it. Ooh, a hazmat suit zombie. I am so easily distracted, but I need to stop for this. That is something different. All right. What we need to do now is connect the generator and add fuel to it, which takes time. And once we do that, then the fuel pumps will be powered up. I really need to get that hazmat suit after I lead him into the woods. Oh, there is 2 more in here. Oh, I must have led them into the woods here before. Okay. You know what we need to do. We need to power up the generator, and then we need to get the gas out. But we need time for that. Now, in a previous series, I had crashed a bunch of cars together so that I could have this happen. But for right now, I think I just need to do it the old-fashioned way, which is just by leading them away. Okay, and we got the fuel. And now we're going to connect the generator. This is the longest part, but I did read the magazine for this. It sounds like there's one really close at hand. And now, what, turn on? I still got to turn on, right? Okay, so we'll turn it on really, really quickly. And, no, I fucking failed to turn it on. Shit, okay. Well, that's good. At least they won't be coming yet. And I'll try to take out these couple. Come on. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, there we go. Goodbye. Another run around, and then... yeah, we'll be able to connect it. We should be able to get gas, though. That should be alright. Okay, one of the wheels just blew off my car. I didn't even notice this in time, but thank God it happened when I was so close to my base. Otherwise, I would have been completely screwed. I can get everything out of the car, but I didn't manage to get any hedges or gasoline. But this just happens now that I'm driving over so many bodies. I'm going to need to start collecting other car parts, or move all the I don't even think it's going to be worth it to move all the dead bodies because they just respawn so quickly. I may need to get a character who's just so good at sprinting that I can feasibly run back and forth between civilization and here. Either that or in some way, like, upgrade my... maybe I could keep a spare tire. I think that might ultimately be the best thing. But for right now, I guess we'll just take the gas that we got, siphon it out of this car, and we'll put it into our creepy van. Maybe we'll even take off these tires and use them somewhere else, but we will get those hedges and that gasoline back. And then I guess it's going to be car parts. Okay, what I've actually done is to take some of the car parts from that van, and I'm probably going to use those as spares in, well, that car that's down the road, and then also in my other van over there. It's nice to find similar or the same car models around in the world, just so that you can have their spare parts. I guess this happens when you start to survive a really long time, that it's no longer gas that's the issue, but the actual cars that you're using, because so many cars, there are many cars, but I don't have hot wiring yet. Once I get hot wiring, the world is my oyster when it comes to cars. But that's a little ways away. I'm still gonna need to do a lot more mechanics work if I want to, and a little bit of electrical work if I want to get better with cars like that. Anyway, actually, I'm getting the car started right now. I think we're just gonna wait till morning. That would probably be better, and we'll get gas and the hedges. Yeah, I just wanted to demo this. My weight is actually going way up right now. And that's a good thing because I don't want it to get too low. I'm not really worried about the short term, but in the long term, I don't want to make a bad habit of just losing all the weight on my character. So I'm pretty much just eating till I'm completely full all the time with chips, very high calorie food. And I can see their nutrition because there's a nutrition label on the food. I can't do it for things like potatoes. If I had a nutritionist, I could. I don't think there's actually a way to learn it once you're in game. So it is a nice trait to have. But chips are pretty high in calories, so that's actually helping me out a lot right now. I recovered, and I think I'm just going to head back, try to get the gas and the hedges, and then come back. Okay, I'm digging up a row of hedges. It's risking my life, but it's going to be worth it when you see them in a few minutes. I think, risking my life in the name of not really of home decoration and domestic pride. I think it was completely worth it in the end. Yeah, I have these really nice bushes now. I have some hedges in front of the windows, just like in the base that I saw. I feel very at home here now, though. I don't even really feel like I need to go back into civilization. I could just get inside of this hedge and then never be seen again. Yeah, there we go. Actually, come on, draw me after. Yeah, there we go. Good draw order. All right, now I can't be seen because I'm a bush. And I think that'll do it. We ended with rain and we started with rain too, but I think I'm gonna leave it there. And you too can have bushes in your yard if you have a shovel and a trowel. But it's coming along pretty well, and I honestly think that the whole reason to continue this series is just to finish off this base, because it's probably the nicest one I've ever had. Anyway, let me know what you think. If there's any special zombies you've seen that I've not, like the hazmat, and if there's any other tips of the day. Oh yeah, and for the tip of the day. So the tip of the day goes to, I like this name, Pento Katsua. If you don't want to damage zombie clothes, use blunt weapons. Bladed weapons damage zombie clothing. So here I've used an axe, and if you notice, the axe actually tore a hole in the clothes. I don't know if it completely doesn't damage them to use blunts, because I've seen some clothing with bad condition when you use blunts. But that might just be because the clothing is already in bad condition. But it really does seem like that it damages them more if you use something sharper, which makes sense. And I've visibly seen tears in like hazmat suits when I hit them with spears. I just tried to test this with a few, but a lot of people thumbed it up, and it does seem like a phenomenon. Anyway, thanks for the good tip, and good luck out there.